So as I was preparing for this collective reading today, I picked up on someone's energy that has been hurt recently or even let down. And, perhaps in this situation, something didn't happen in the way that you were expecting. And because of that, you're carrying this weight, this energy quietly and not fully talking about it or allowing yourself to heal because you are, I don't know, trying to analyze it or trying to see where things went wrong or why things happened the way that they did. So if that's you, this is your message today. So welcome in, my beautiful friends. I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you're finding it is exactly when you're meant to hear it. So let's call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So whatever it is that you are carrying right now, spirit wants you to put it down and allow yourself to be open to receive the message that is coming through for you. So what I wanted to do is start with 3 sacred woundings oracle. These could be feelings, emotions, or things that are popping up for you. And these are things that spirit wants you to sit with. Sometimes we're not meant to fix this or react to it, but rather allow it to pass, to feel it and let it pass. So the first one is the wound of kept silence. The wound of kept silence. So the message here is, your truth was swallowed to keep the peace. This wound forms when you learn that speaking up causes disruption. So you bite your tongue to maintain harmony. Over time, silence becomes a survival tactic, one that protects others but costs you connection to yourself. It can leave you feeling invisible, resentful, and unsure whether your voice is safe or welcome. So you may have been feeling this way, and I feel that the reason why Spirit is bringing this up is because they're meeting you exactly where you are, letting you know that you're being seen and heard at this time. So the third sacred wound is the wound of the singing scar. So beauty was formed through repeated breaking. This wound forms when your strength and wisdom come not from ease, but from surviving what shattered you. You've turned pain into insight, but the cost still lingers. It can leave you proud of your resilience, yet quietly grieving all you had to endure to become who you are. So you might be carrying this sacred wound. And the third one here is the wound of the threadbare mask. The wound of the threadbare mask. So pretending for so long, it wore thin. You were pretending for so long that it wore thin. This wound arises when you spent years performing a version of version of yourself to be accepted, to be loved or safe. Over time, the mask begins to fray, no longer able to hide what aches beneath. It can leave you exhausted, afraid of being seen, yet longing to finally be real. I want to read this one again because I didn't read it that good. So, pretending for so long that it wore thin. This wound arises when you spent years performing a version of yourself to be accepted, loved, or safe, and over time, the mask begins to fray, no longer able to hide what aches beneath. It can leave you exhausted, afraid of being seen, yet longing to finally be real. All right, so that is coming in. And I wanted to pull a healing message because there's healing that is happening within you through these wounds coming up and you not feeling like you have to do something about them. So your healing message today is have the long game in mind. They want you to have the long game in mind as you are allowing these emotions to pass, right? So detach from the details and see the big picture. Commit to what's important to you. So once again, detach from the details and see the big picture and commit to what's important. So whatever experience you recently had that hurt you, or you're feeling a certain way about it, they want you to detach from the details, because I feel there's something else that they're trying to show you within this experience. We have the number 51 and a hippopotamus. So this hippopotamus is actually guiding you as you're moving through your world right now. So the 51 you might be seeing as a confirmation. And I also have an affirmation that you can carry with you, repeat as many times as you need to, but also seal in the comment section below. I commit to my big goals wholeheartedly. I commit to my big goals wholeheartedly. So, like this feeling of being hurt or being let down by someone, I feel that it's showing something to you, and I feel that you may have learned a lesson from it. It's almost like because now you went through that experience and reality was shown to you, the truth was shown. Now you know what you don't need to do, or what's not in alignment. It feels confusing here in this part. I feel that maybe it is confusion that you might be moving through because you're confused as to why what happened. So we have the Tower card. No wonder you feel the way that you do. This feels like a Tower moment in some way. This can show up in your life intensely or subtly. But what's happening is it is releasing some sort of layer, some sort of protection for someone to see what it is. So maybe you're seeing someone's true colors. Maybe you're starting to realize that there was a wall built up, that you built up, and now you're pulling it away and stepping outside of it. So whatever this is, I feel it's necessary. It is meant to happen, not to you, but for you. So Tower. And we have the Six of Swords, peace, calm. As you're moving through whatever intense experience you're having, all the emotions that come with it, they want you to enable peace within yourself, to really breathe through whatever this is. Anytime I have experiences that feel like a Tower moment, and there's a lot of emotions, which I did recently go through, I accept it. I'm like, okay, this is reality right now. I can't fight it. I can't do anything about it because this is what's happening right now. So I have to stay still, ground, and be at peace with it before I react or respond to it. That's kind of what I sometimes go through as a process. So I feel some of you are moving through a process that feels intense or overwhelming, and they're encouraging you to create peace and stillness within yourself as you're moving through it. So Six of Swords, and we have the Ace of Swords. There's something that you're claiming here. There's some sort of guidance, some sort of thought, idea, some sort of intuition that is coming in that is guiding you through this. So when you're still, you then are clear, is what they're saying. So when things are all over the place, I feel that it could be foggy for you. And it could feel like you're all over the place. So they want you to create some peace in your mind, right? The overthinking. Sometimes our imagination can run wild. We can play stories, all kinds of things. And I'm feeling like there's static in my brain right now. I feel like there's a lot of pressure. I don't know if you've had a headache, and maybe this is related to stress from the Tower moment, right? With everything that's going on. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Spirit wants to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So this experience is opening you up to a new perspective or a way of seeing your world. And I feel this is where really big changes are going to begin to happen in your life. So I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. I feel that, I don't know, I'm getting someone that hasn't slept in a couple of days. Maybe you've had a trouble sleeping, and, looking into this, I'm getting magnesium biglycerite. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if any of you have been taking this recently, but you know, maybe seeing someone about this sleep problem if you have it. I feel there's maybe an alternative that might help, right? To actually, because I feel your mental health is really important, and I'm definitely getting a lot of overwhelm, and I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my mind right now, and it feels like someone's been crying a lot. So I'm feeling the energy of my eyes right now. So this is where love, care for yourself is important. So before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating with you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. And also, I'm going to leave you links to your individual readings, which are extensions of this collective reading. So make sure you check those out as well. So there's a lot going on here. I feel especially with the Tower moment. This might be your health. Maybe there's something going on with your health. Maybe this is a relationship. Maybe this has to do with your job, your career, your finances, family, like whatever this is. Again, this is an experience that your soul is meant to go through firsthand, because there's something that you are meant to express after the experience. It's almost you're becoming a different version of yourself by moving through this experience, right? So I'm getting sudden events, things that are happening that feel challenging. This does feel like a challenge, a hardship. And it's not to scare you, it's just to make you aware. And it's something that you are meant to face at this time. And I'm getting the energy of the wolf coming through. So I do have a community post where I posted a message from the wolf, because you're being called to face whatever this is. You're meant to move through it. Don't be afraid of whatever this is. You know, whenever I'm moving through a challenging situation, I have to center and look at it as something that I'm problem solving my way through, like figuring out. And a lot of times I feel that there's fear there because of the unknown, not exactly sure what you're meant to do because you haven't gone through something like this. And because you don't know, you kind of wait or sit there for things to happen, or we kind of ride the wave of whatever it is without guiding ourselves. Like I'm seeing a lot of different things in layers that are happening. And I feel some of you might be going through one thing, maybe two, three, four, or all chaos. And I'm seeing very many of you moving through different things. And no wonder these wounds are surfacing. It's because you are going through this like emotional wreckage is the word they want me to use. So I'm trying to use lighter words, but they're like, throw it all out there. Spirit is like, it is raw, it is real, the experience that you are moving through. So that is the reality, and they want you to stay still and grounded. And you know, whenever I find myself toppled over and kind of rolling around in the wave of emotions, I just allow myself to surrender to it. It's like, you know what? Why fight it? Why try to do anything with it? But allow myself to wash offshore. And when I'm there, I can get up and go from there. So I feel this is the way this Tower card is moving through. You have a lot of strength. You are safe and you are protected as you are moving through this. So you don't ever have to have fear. I know it's natural to be afraid because I also get scared. But pulling yourself back to center, especially when you become aware. And I feel the awareness is what Spirit is bringing into your forefront, your awareness of what this is. And it's just a moment. It's not going to last. It's only temporary. And the beauty of this is the rebuilding part. I feel some of you are already at the rebuilding maybe I'm not going to build. You know what? I want to be free. I don't want to be constrained. I don't want to have some sort of a tower that I'm in. And I feel this freedom, this liberation, this sovereignty is coming through a tower and energy falling away. And I feel that, you know, as a collective, we are in this world right now moving through an old system that is outdated. It doesn't work anymore, you know, and things are changing. And whatever this Tower card is bringing in change. And change sometimes can be scary. So I feel Spirit is encouraging you to tap into your strength, to have the courage to face this, but also to wield your power through it. Like, I feel you're being redirected. This is what's going on. This is why things are happening in the way that they're happening in your life. So, Six of Swords, the swords represent your mind. It's your thoughts, it's your words, the way that you communicate, exchange that energy, and it's your mental health. And I feel this is a focus for some of you right now, is to really make sure you are taking care of yourself and sleeping. Sleep keeps coming up for some of you. So make sure you are. So in my own life, I have a nightly ritual so I get some good sleep. I take magnesium. I take a shower every night before going to bed because I visualize the water clearing away the day's energy, but I also visualize the water extending below my feet and grounding me. And if I still feel heavy energy after the shower, I will write and get the energy out of my mind, transfer it onto a sheet of paper so I'm not sitting with it. Right? So that helps me ground. And sometimes, you know what? I've got a friend who uses grounding mats or grounding sheets. So, maybe look into that if you need a little bit of extra help with that. I'm seeing someone in a cave. There's like water, everything is still, and I'm hearing one water drop. This could be your sink. But in this place of, this is inward. I feel you're going inward, and this is what you're being called to do, is in your particular experience, they're encouraging you to go inward. Sometimes the answers aren't externally, they usually never are. And they're asking you to work inside out at this time, to listen to your intuition, to allow yourself to be at peace, like your nervous system, your mind, your heart, your spirit, to ground and calm it, right? I'm also feeling that you are the peace in a tower moment experience for someone else. I feel some of you are rocks, like solid, and you're able to show up and heal and love. There's kindness, some compassion here. I feel some of you are healers. You've gone through these experiences because you are meant to heal others, because you firsthand gone through them. So you know what works to heal this. So it's really interesting how you're taking pain and turning it into power. There's a whole entire process that you're moving through, right? So there's a gray hoodie this person is wearing, and I feel the gray hoodie is coming in as a sign for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a gray hoodie, but I'm definitely getting a sweatshirt with a hoodie on that you may have been wearing recently. And I've actually filmed with one of my hoodies that I wear all the time. It's like I have no clothes because that's the only thing that I'm wearing, but it's so cozy and comfy, I can't help it. So I'm getting something like this where you're maybe in this space and this vibe where you've been wanting to be comfortable and cozy and not in the noise of the world. You're wanting to, detach yourself a little while and just be at peace with yourself. So this is a part of the experience you're moving through. And I feel that this is exactly where Spirit is meeting you. This is exactly where you're receiving the guidance. And in a way, I feel you are quietly, again, without talking about it loudly, sitting with some things and kind of clearing away the clutter. And it's you facing them by looking at them for what they are without sugarcoating them or, you know, whatever it is that you might be doing with them. I feel there's a lot of clarity coming in here with the Six of Swords for you through this process of peace, calm, and stillness. And the Ace of Swords is this energy that you decide, I'm going to claim this. I'm feeling this experience within this tougher experience. I'm claiming this frequency and vibration. And I feel you're setting your mindset. You're almost like sealing this so you're able to move through it in a sense of peace and calm. And I'm sorry I keep using those words, but those are the words that keep coming through because I feel they're important for you, right? So this is awareness. This is an awakening experience. I'm getting a third eye activation here. There's a lot that I'm seeing here. It's almost like you're cutting through some sort of smoke screen and opening it up and seeing the reality for what it actually is. Like there is no denying it almost, or not wanting to look at it. So I feel this is how you are claiming the energy, by taking it and owning it and then stepping into it, right? So there's a lot of power in the Ace of Swords, and I feel this is He-Man, She-Ra. I don't know if any of you watched it. They grab their sword and they say the words that they say that I forgot. I am the power, I think. So this is what I'm feeling here with the Ace of Swords here, is you taking that energy and claiming it by sealing it maybe through an affirmation. I don't know if any of you have been implementing affirmations. We got one here. My husband, Paul, he always writes the affirmations at the very end of this reading. That's another affirmation that you can carry with you. And communication is going to be a superpower, and being very intentional, strategic, calculated, very clever, right? Using the power of your intellect, but also using the power of your intuition, because sometimes logic doesn't make sense, right? You're kind of logically looking at it, and it's just, there's something that you're feeling that is off and not matching what's actually happening here. So I feel within your particular situation, there is something that Spirit is revealing to you, like some sort of a truth, some sort of reality, some sort of something coming through here for you. And I feel recently you've been either seeing billboards or like things that you're walking around hearing people talking about this entire energy that you are in. It's almost like a theme in your life right now. Maybe a friend is going through something similar. It's different, but you're talking about it, right? So there's that communication. And I feel that you're using this power of communication, the exchange of information, very wisely here. Because I feel that you're trying to figure something out or put pieces together here. And you're going to find that everything is making sense. Everything is becoming clear. So know that there's a whole entire process to it. And, sometimes when I'm confused or not knowing, it can be frustrating for me. So because I want to know, so I'm trying to like dig and research, and I'm getting Sherlock Holmes coming in, or someone that likes to look for information. I'm getting Pink Panther. Pink Panther coming up and hearing the music, like the theme song for Pink Panther. So that's really interesting. Who's that connecting to? You can share with me in the comment section below. So we're going to go ahead and pull a number frequency behind what is happening in your life and draw out the guidance your soul needs to hear today. So we are getting here for you is 88, abundance. So we've got the color pink here. I'm getting bubble gum. I don't know if any of you chew bubble gum. I love bubble gum. I love the Hubba Bubba brand, but their flavor never lasts. I don't like that. I like gum that lasts forever. So 88, abundance. You might be noticing that you're wearing pink or seeing pink more often. And the double eights are double infinity. It's also double the power that you have within yourself. So this card indicates a need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order to attract into your life. Sorry, let me read that again. This card indicates a need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order to attract it into your life. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to recognize the numerous opportunities in front of you. For the universe is bountiful and there is plenty to go around. Since you attract what you believe, you must improve your perception of the world. Replace your thoughts of scarcity, competition, and shortage with feelings of abundance, prosperity, and hope. So perhaps this has been a mindset, a way of seeing your world, is the tower falling, and they want you to actually look at as a tower that's been built and is abundance. So the universe has an infinite supply of love, health, wealth, and wisdom. Therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only prevents abundance from flowing. At this time, you must recognize and address any limiting beliefs that are blocking this flow. Perhaps you are brought up to believe that money doesn't grow on trees. Or maybe you aren't convinced you deserve to be happy, successful, and prosperous. When you change your perception, you can change the circumstances of your life. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to adopt an attitude of abundance. Share that you can with others because there's enough for everyone. Be grateful for what you already have and know that there is plenty more to come. When you believe that the universe is abundant, you can make your dreams come true, and your dreams are coming true. This is why whatever this is needs to fall away for these dreams to now rise through them, through the old experience. So I have another affirmation for you. Look at that, a abundance of affirmations. Feel free to write this one down and use it as well. The universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. So once again, the universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. So that is your message from the number frequency 88. And we're going to go ahead and close and seal your reading now with an angel number. So you might already be seeing this angel number around. We have the number 8. What is going on? I just did another collective reading with a ton of 8s coming through. Prosperity. Look at that. So you've got a balance of personal power here. So they want you to balance your personal power. There's victory here within this experience. You are overcoming the challenges you are facing. That's why you're meant to face them, to overcome them. There's a lot of success, a lot of strength and abundance that you're being called to apply in your world. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, I just wanted to update you on my channel schedule, which will be changing very soon. So currently you're seeing your individual signs up twice per week with one collective a day. This is going to now change to one individual reading per week with one collective a day. So you'll see the schedule here. Take a look at where your sign is being posted. That way you can change from the old schedule to the new one. The reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to create some more room to do live events. This is something that has been sitting with me for a very long time. And I wanted to put more energy into my secondary channel, which is the Sacred Oracles. So by doing this, I allow myself more space and room to explore other avenues to share more of my creativity with you. So I hope that you're able to receive this in a positive way. And those collective readings are for you in between those individual readings. So those are going to be out every day. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your presence, your love, your support, everything that you bring to this community here. So thank you. If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes, even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.